All right, this is the Vornado 660. It's a medium-sized table fan, and it has 4 different speed settings on it. And it goes from fairly quiet, quiet enough that I can sleep with it on and eventually kind of get into, it can be very good white noise, all the way up to a louder setting that honestly sounds like there's some sort of weather event happening outside. So I'll go through the different speed modes real quick here. It also makes a beeping noise, which you can hear. There will be a beeping sound that will indicate what's happening with it. So I'm going to hold the mic up here so you can hear the different. Oops. When you turn it on, it does go straight to the highest speed. So that is important to know. So we're going to first put it at the lowest speed, which is speed 1. And then speed 2. And then speed 3. And then speed 4. And so now I am going to put one of my artificial plants in front of it so you can get an idea of what the airflow is like. All right, so speed 1. Here's speed 1. You can see it is moving the leaves around a bit, but nothing too crazy. There's definitely some flow happening there. Speed 2. More movement, but still nothing crazy. Speed 3. Definitely more of a typical sort of solid fan setting. But the difference between speed 3 and speed 4 I think is fairly noticeable. So check this out, speed 4. Yeah, it really starts to make the plant move a little bit. Yeah, check that out. Definitely getting some movement there. It's strong enough it just blew my door closed. The Vornado is definitely, this 660 is definitely a nice pick for a medium-sized table fan because you can get that 4th setting with a pretty high speed, or you can get the 1st setting with a fairly low speed. So in that sense, it's fairly versatile, and you could use it in a variety of different situations around the house. The 4th speed, it's not very practical to actually blow that on yourself unless it's like the middle of the summer and it's really hot. But the 1st setting, I mean, I'll just leave that on during the day sometimes just to circulate air, and it works really well for that. Here's a look at the top so you can see what the buttons look like. You can see we got the different settings here, and then we'll go over the movement here. So it doesn't move side to side. This only moves sort of, it tilts up or down. It can go into this shape, like so, pointing straight up, or it can go all the way to a horizontal position like this. But if you want to get that side-to-side movement, you have to manually tilt it around. There's no feature to make it automatically turn on its own. So if you're into that type of fan, this is not a good choice for that because it's not going to oscillate on its own. But other than that, I mean, this fan is a great size for the amount of power you get, especially on that 4th setting. I think it really moves the air. And from that perspective, I would definitely recommend it from my experience. It's definitely been, in my experience, it's definitely been a very handy fan to have. It fits in some relatively small spaces, but still provides a fair bit of power. Again, it doesn't turn on its own. You have to manually turn it, so that may be a deal breaker for some people. I know a lot of people like the fans that will just turn on their own. So that is something to consider. But other than that, I definitely have enjoyed this fan. It's fairly simple. It doesn't have a ton of features, but it gets the job done.